Deep in the Angeles National Forest, just an hour's drive from LA, the San Gabriel River is awash in dreams.
When you see that first color, when you do a pan and you shine that first piece of gold that's never seen light in a million years, come out and put in a pan, gets the heart going.
It's the same thing when you catch a fish, you know, it's an adrenaline rush.
Only fish aren't selling for upwards of $800 an ounce. Soaring gold prices in the last year have made prospecting an increasingly popular avocation. Some might even call it an addiction.
I do believe everybody has that little bit of fever.
Gold fever.
Yeah, that's an addiction.
75-year-old Bernie McGrath, tough as a bird and just as toothless, knows something about that. He used to be hooked on heroin, but for the last 20 years, he's been hooked on prospecting.
I think I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I didn't have it. That lower level looks like where it's coming from.
Bernie is known as the unofficial mayor of the community of regulars who work this stretch of the San Gabriel River. But he also takes time to help the newcomers.
You should leave that dredge out here where you need the water.
Exactly, I needed to push it down the river.
Yeah.
Day in and day out, Bernie searches for flakes or nuggets of gold. Sometimes he uses the simple approach, panning.
The gold of any size is in this pan.
Right.
What'll happen is it'll go to the bottom.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of work.
Well, gold is 19 times heavier than anything here.
But usually he relies on his dredge, which he hauls around himself in search of a promising section of bedrock. A hose vacuums up the loose material and sends it through a sluice box.
There's a dot of gold right away.
Where?
Right there. See it?
Oh, yes. There it is.
There's a dot right
there.
there. Let's see if we got any more. Look at that. Look
What?
at all them. 1, 2, 3, 4. A big one.
Oh,
Another big one.
I have to say,
Another big one.
this is fairly exciting.
Look at that. There's a nice one.
A hole like this, he says, can yield an ounce a week, worth perhaps $800. Hardly enough to trigger a gold rush, especially since prospectors must first invest hundreds of dollars for the dredge.
The regulars here enforce their own code of ethics. It's illegal to stake a claim along a river. So once someone sets up his equipment in a spot, it's understood that that spot is his. If an outsider comes along and tries to jump that unofficial claim, the regulars make it clear that they should move on.
There's really not much fighting because today, California's gold is mostly gone, and yet the ever-hopeful keep flocking here.
You have a chance of finding something big, you know, it's just a chance, but it's still there.
Bernie, who lives in a trailer park not far from the river, has no illusions about getting rich from this line of work. In fact, he keeps much of the gold he finds in display boxes to show friends.
For the camaraderie, we'll show it to each other as a back and forth.
Even so, he understands why dreams die hard for families facing mounting economic pressures.
The gasoline and the job layoffs and people with families, and the kids want to do things. They can't because there's no money.
That's good, Daniel. Daniel, put more water in there and do it again.
The Schron family has been at it for more than 2 years now. Sometimes they head to the Sierras, the heart of gold country, where they've made as much as $150 a day. The San Gabriel is proving tougher.
I'm an amateur metallurgist, but I haven't found enough to make it worth setting up a forge or anything yet, so. The ideal would be to find enough that you can sell. Right now, we're lucky to cover the gas.
Oh, we have plenty of friends up here. Everyone watches out for each other. It's the good people that do this that I like to hang around with.
This bachelor isn't only digging for gold, he's also got his eye out for a partner.
Prerequisite that I have is a girlfriend that likes to camp, first of all, and second of all, doesn't mind looking for gold. You know, it's.
And not just on her ring finger.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the next ring I give to someone, they're gonna have to find their own gold.
Bernie McGrath has hit his own mother lode, and it can't be measured in ounces.
The rich is what I vibe on. You know, this peace of mind and things that I couldn't do before. The caring for people, being part of their life, being there for them, being of help You know, all this falls into what I never did. Anything I ever done was for my own benefit. In fact, I couldn't even say please or thank you. Everything has come into where it's supposed to be at the time of my life.
You're a rich man.
Very rich. Very rich.
For SoCal Connected, this is Judy Muller on the San Gabriel River.